Good morning, everyone. My name is Veritas, and welcome back to Destiny. Now, today is Friday. It also happens to be Xur Day. If you set your director to the reef and head on over here to where I am, you will find our tentacled friend sitting in the corner selling exotic curios until Sunday morning. Ooh, interesting. Interesting stock. All right, let's go ahead and check the website and see what the rolls on these are, see if they are worth your time. They are not. Actually, this hasn't updated yet. Oh boy, this will be interesting. Okay, so I have no idea what the stat rolls on these are. Apparently Dim hasn't updated yet, which is a darn shame. Let me refresh it one more time to see if it updates with his new stock. There it goes. Okay, here we are with the new stock. You have very few options here. Initial thoughts, don't buy anything. They're all pretty bad. These are 92% of the possible roll. This is 88% of the possible roll. These are 87%, and these don't have a percent. All right, so you have 92, 88, and 87. So grab it if you need it, but don't if you don't need it. The stand-asides here are one of the most useless exotics in the game. I recommend not buying these ever. They look cool, kind of, but they're pretty useless in terms of utility. What they do is they increase the duration of shoulder charge, and you can turn at a tighter radius while sprinting. You really can't, but you kind of can, and the duration's like plus 2 or 3 seconds, if that. So they're okay, but you have better exotics to be using in the Crucible, which is where you're going to be using these anyway. Moving into the Bones of Ao, you have an upgraded double jump, which it basically adds a jump to your ability, so you can go from double to triple, things like that. It's good for like getting around in raids if you're bad at jumping, but I never see anyone wearing these things outside of like for a couple seconds in the raid make jumps. So, and they're not a great roll, so I wouldn't bother with them. The Ram, you gain increased armor and all Voidwalker melees trigger lifesteal on hit. This is a really good helmet, actually. I used this for a while in PvE and like the raids and stuff because of that melee and the increased armor. It's pretty nice for Crucible as well. It makes Warlocks, with this and certain builds, you can make the Warlock stronger armor-wise than a Titan, which is kind of nice. And then the Fourth Horseman. Fourth Horseman's a nice exotic shotgun. I don't use it because there's better ones than this, but you have Thunderer. This weapon can be fired in full auto. Your final round of the magazine does bonus damage, and kills with this weapon have a chance to grant bonus ammo in the magazine. Now, it's a quad barrel shotgun, but it has 5 rounds because science. But it's a decent shotgun. It's kind of fun for like arc weeks if you want to like burn a boss real quick. But then again, you're better off using a Zalo Supercell. But he's selling this now, and he's not selling that. So if you want this and you didn't have it, go ahead and pick it up. As always, he has a Legacy Engram. This will decrypt into a Year 1 max light 170 light level chest piece, so it won't turn into a Year 2. Don't bother with that. And as always, he has the Void Drive and the Stealth Drive, your 2 drives here, vehicle upgrades. These will turn rare sparrows into legendary sparrows with a purple or a red, trail color. The heavy ammo sense, self-explanatory. You can use these to turn into factions for reputation if you're still farming for that stuff. 3 of coins are a stackable effect that increases your chance of the next Ultra you defeat or Crucible match you complete will award you with an exotic engram. What that means is if you use one of these, you have a hidden percentage. The next like named enemy or Crucible match you complete will burn that percentage, and you might get an exotic. If you don't get one, keep using one. Keep doing that. Don't use multiple of these at a time. It doesn't work that way. And once you get one, it resets to 0. So use one at a time until you get it, and then just keep going. Glass needles are used to re-roll these stats and perks on exotic armor. So if you did want to buy like this Ram and you wanted to sit here with glass needles and re-roll it until it was perfect, you can do that. I wouldn't recommend using glass needles unless you're more advanced in knowing how the armory works and how the stats and perks roll on armors. But you can if you want. I usually stay away from these because they're expensive. And as always, he has the material exchange that is stupid and don't ever use it. It's a bad exchange rate. But that being said, this is where he is over in the corner here, found in the reef. You can find the reef on the left-hand side of your director menu. It's the thing that looks like the reef. So head there, head to the Vestian Outpost, and that's where Xur is, over there in that corner. So enjoy. He doesn't really have anything great this week. Pretty meh week as always. But you never know. He might have something you absolutely were looking for. And if he does, enjoy that. But until the next video, yeah, that's going to be it for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, very much appreciated. And as always, until the next video, have a great day, everyone.